Hustling market vendors, yelling out the daily price. Selling yellow plantains in a heavy bag of rice. Taxis honking loudly in the congested traffic jam. Buying a delicious patty filled with spicy lamb. Vibrant dresses spinning in the afternoon heat. Navigating carefully the chaotic busy street. Haggling for a bargain on the corner sidewalk. Listening to the locals enthusiastically talk.
Slamming the domino piece up on the wooden table. Shouting at my brother because I am completely able. Drinking white rum from a tiny plastic cup. Watching the neighborhood rude boys sizing me up. Stray dogs barking wildly at the passing cars. Hiding my heavy cash inside the glass jars. Corrugated zinc fences painted in green and gold. A magnificent story that is waiting to be told. The pulse of the capital beating relentlessly. Surviving the struggle entirely beautifully. A rough exterior hiding a magnificent heart. Tearing the oppressive corrupt system apart. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block. Surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound. Where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges. Fulfilling the local community pledges. Police cruisers flashing their bright blue lights. Patrolling the avenues during the humid nights. But the sound system operator drops the heavy needle. Exposing the corrupt politicians acting incredibly feeble. A massive clash between the rival audio crews. Broadcasting the authentic underground news. Bass speakers vibrating the peeling window frame. Playing the dangerous,
highly competitive game. Smoke rising thickly from the jerk chicken grill. Serving up the plates with an exceptional skill. Barefoot children running through the narrow alleyway. Making up fantastic games that they love to play. The aroma of spices saturating the thick air. A beautiful resilience that is incredibly rare. Mothers sitting on the porch braiding their daughter's hair. Handling the extreme pressure with a fabulous flair. The pulse of the capital beating relentlessly. Surviving the struggle entirely beautifully. A rough exterior hiding a magnificent heart. Tearing the oppressive corrupt system apart. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block. Surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound. Where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges. Fulfilling the local community pledges.
downtown grit mixes with the uptown flair. Creating an atmosphere completely beyond compare. From Trench Town to Papini, energy is immense. Jumping wildly over the high concrete fence. Pull up, pull up.
Streets are hot. Real life. Watch your step. Standing firmly upon the Kingston block. Surviving the daily unpredictable hard shock. The undisputed epicenter of the reggae sound. Where the greatest musicians are easily found. Kingston block, rough around the sharp edges. Fulfilling the local community pledges.
City never sleeps. Dark is alive. Respect the streets.
Kingston town. Strap into the cockpit. Strap into the cockpit. Prepare the shuttle launch. Leaving the stratosphere, our determination is staunch. Looking through the porthole at the shrinking globe below. galaxies where glowing comets go. Zero gravity suspends my floating silver hair, breathing oxygen from tanks inside the vacuum air, igniting thrusters rapidly to leave the Milky Way, discovering a universe where alien life forms play.
Rastafari navigating through the asteroid belt, the hottest solar temperatures that I have ever felt, planting a flag of unity upon the lunar dust. In the cosmic architecture is the only thing we trust.
Cruising past the rings of Saturn in a silver fleet, bringing interstellar rhythm to the Martian street. Telescopes cannot predict the trajectory we take, leaving the magnificent celestial glowing way. Warp speed engaged, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night.
Black holes trying desperately to suck my vessel in, but the anti-gravity propulsion guarantees we win. Communicating telepathically across the vast unknown, establishing a colony upon a meteorite throne.
Quantum physics bending to the will of the base, a spiritual awakening within the outer space. Meteorites crashing down, but we expertly dodge, resting safely inside the intergalactic lodge. Plasma streams illuminating the dark matter void, dancing on the surface of a rogue stray asteroid. Wearing a spacesuit tailored with synthetic thread, a billion shining galaxies exploding in my head. We are astronauts of rhythm, pioneers of the sky, watching the magnificent constellations whizzing by. No borders or boundaries exist up in this dome, making the magnificent cosmos our permanent home. Warp speed engaged, pushing the throttle lever up, drinking liquid starlight from a shiny meteor cup. Constellations blur into a singular bright beam, living out a spectacular extraterrestrial dream. Igniting the space fire, burning up the cold, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellites, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Telemetry readings indicate a massive sonic boom, echoing endlessly across the universe's room. We bypass Pluto, accelerating past the edge, fulfilling the astronomical visionary pledge. Houston, we have liftoff, approaching the sun, maximum velocity. Stardust falling, igniting the space fire, burning up the core, a planetary journey that is beautifully bold. Orbiting the supernovas, surfing on the flare, shooting past the nebulas with absolutely no care. Space fire, melting down the frozen satellite, a brilliant explosion in the endless dark night. Drifting away, infinite space, the final frontier, cosmic vibrations. your flag, queen of the band, carnival joy. Leading the magnificent masquerade down the avenue, wearing a spectacular costume of sapphire blue. Gigantic feathered wings stretching brilliantly wide, bursting with an intoxicating, unapologetic pride. The matriarch of the archipelago shining in the sun, ensuring that the massive festival has officially begun. Sequins reflecting the incredibly bright tropical rays, dancing triumphantly through the observatory haze.
Following her magnificent float down the parade route, blowing enthusiastically on the carved wooden flute. The diaspora unites in this spectacular, colorful swarm, sheltering beautifully inside the cultural warm storm. She commands the procession with a flick of her wrist, adding a joyful, undeniable, energetic twist. The calypso melodies blend with the heavy reggae drum, erasing the memory of where the bitter tears came from.
The entire peninsula vibrates with the massive cheer, the most anticipated beautiful holiday of the year. Swaying our hips to the infectious island groove, watching the spectacular decorated chariots move. Make way for the spectacular glowing island diva, curing the population of the highly contagious fever. The undisputed queen of the glorious grand carnival, hosting the ultimate magnificent cultural festival. Island diva,
Wearing the extravagant
plume crown, turning the sadness of the entire geography upside down.
tossing the colorful beats to the enthusiastic crowd, playing the percussion instruments exceptionally loud. Her energy is an entirely renewable, massive source, guiding the festivities on a joyous, spectacular course.
We celebrate the heritage, we honor the deep roots, tasting the sweetness of the native tropical fruits. The stilt walkers tower high above the massive streets, synchronizing their steps to an undeniable
My headdress is a towering architectural masterpiece, commanding that the suffering immediately finally cease. I am the visual representation of the island soul, making the fragmented, broken history entirely whole.
pouring the sweet nectar into the communal cup, lifting the spirits of the entire neighborhood up. The confetti rains down like a colorful paper shower, embracing the magnificent matriarchal total power. The entire peninsula vibrates with the massive cheer. Ooh, the most anticipated beautiful holiday of the year. Swaying our hips to the infectious the avenue, raised by the city noise, playing on the stoop with the neighborhood boys. I learned to sing before I ever learned to speak, finding immense strength whenever I was feeling weak. They call me a legend, but I am just a simple girl, trying to spread a little honey in a bitter world, carrying the history of my people in my throat, pouring pure emotion into every single note.
She walks down the block with incredible grace, a permanent sunshine illuminated on her face. Empress of the concrete, royalty without a crown, lifting up the spirits of the entire dusty town.
When she starts to vocalize, the arguments all cease, bringing a spectacular, overwhelming sense of peace. An aura of positivity surrounds her silhouette, a magnetic energy that you will never forget. She carries the remedy in her vocal cords, striking down the hatred without using any swords. A testament to resilience, a symbol of the pure, providing a miraculous musical cure. Listen to Soul Jenny, pouring out her heart, a masterpiece, a living, a brilliant work of art, healing up the fractures in the community, bringing us together in perfect harmony. Soul Jenny, a beacon shining in the night, guiding all the wanderers back into the light.
I watch her from a distance, standing on the stage, turning back the clock, reversing every age. The elders start to reminisce, the youth begin to smile, captivated thoroughly by her remarkable style. She blends the Latin rhythm with the steady island skank, taking all the blessings straight to the spiritual bank. No artificial gimmicks, no fabricated lies, just naked honest truth reflecting in her
I
eyes.
close my eyes and channel the ancestors above, filling up the microphone with unconditional love. I am a vessel for the melody, a conduit for the sound, keeping my stilettos planted firmly on the ground. Fame is an illusion, money is just green paper, but a genuine connection is a much sweeter flavor. I give away my energy until I am entirely drained, ensuring that the cultural legacy is maintained. Carries the remedy in her vocal cords, striking down the hatred without using any swords. A testament to resilience, a symbol of the pure, providing a miraculous musical cure. Listen to Soul Jenny, pouring out her heart, a masterpiece, a living, a brilliant work of art, healing up the fractures in the community, bringing us together in perfect harmony. Soul Jenny, a beacon shining in the night, guiding all the wanderers back into the light. A solitary fashion magazines, a reason to talk. Strutting past the zinc fences and design, custom couture. My posture is intimidating, my attitude is incredibly pure.
The paparazzi chasing me down the bustling Island Avenue, capturing the fascinating, highly contrasting, striking view, balancing perfectly upon the 6-inch needle-thin spike, commanding the aesthetic attention that I absolutely like. The capital city acts as a spectacular gritty back, watching incredibly glamorous, unexpected photo drop. She poses fiercely in front of the local neighborhood stall, ignoring the traditional conservative, predictable protocol. The flashbulbs illuminate the cracks in the old pavement, a magnificent escape from the typical studio enslavement. The subwoofers act as the metronome for her flawless stride,
filling the local residents with a massive, undeniable pride. High fashion collides with the foundational deep roots, trading the typical combat gear for the stylish boots. The runway stretches across the entire historical town, refusing to let the intense tropical humidity drag us down. Strutting fiercely in the tower in Kingston Hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston Hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last.
The local sound clash is the after party for the runway show, showing the international models exactly where to properly go. Vogue magazine editors mixing with the underground crew, discovering a perspective that is entirely vibrantly new. I DJ the event, matching her incredible visual aesthetic, creating an atmosphere that is undeniably fiercely kinetic. The Jamaican breeze catches the train of her expensive dress, a flawless exhibition of undeniable cultural success.
Striking a dramatic pose against the rusted iron gate, dictating the incredibly fast, highly demanding fashion rate. My accessories are as loud as the massive vibrating bass, claiming absolute ownership of this beautiful island space. The juxtaposition is the brilliant, highly calculated art, capturing the rhythm of the capital's beating heart. I pause at the intersection, letting the cameras rapid fire, elevating the standard of beauty significantly, intensely higher. High fashion collides with the foundational deep roots, trading the typical combat gear for the stylish boots. The runway stretches across the entire historical town, refusing to let the intense tropical humidity drag us down. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston Hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston Hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed.
So the last,
This concrete is a highly demanding, unforgiving stage,
but we are riding the spectacular revolutionary pace.
elegance in the authentic street, credibility aligned,
Perfectly executed
visually stunning, brilliant design. Strike a pose, fierce walk, turn the corner, capture the shot. Strutting fiercely in the tower in Kingston Hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston Hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last. Runway cleared,
That's a wrap.
island glamour.
Keep strutting.
giving the international fashion magazines a reason to talk. Strutting past the zinc fences in designer custom couture. My posture is intimidating, my attitude is incredibly pure. The paparazzi chasing me down the bustling Island Avenue, capturing the fascinating, highly contrasting, striking view, balancing perfectly upon the 6-inch needle thin spike, commanding the aesthetic attention that I absolutely like.
The capital city acts as a spectacular gritty backdrop, watching the incredibly glamorous unexpected photo drop. She poses fiercely in front of the local neighborhood style, ignoring the traditional conservative predictable protocol.
The flashbulbs illuminate the cracks in the old pavement, a magnificent escape from the typical studio enslavement. The subwoofers act as the metronome for her flawless stride, filling the local residents with the massive undeniable pride. High fashion collides with the foundational deep roots, trading the typical combat gear for the stylish boots. The runway stretches across the entire historical town, refusing to let the intense tropical humidity drag us down. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last.
The local sound clashes the after party for the runway show, showing the international models exactly where to properly go. Vogue magazine editors mixing with the underground crew, discovering a perspective that is entirely vibrantly new.
I DJ the event, matching her incredible visual aesthetic, creating an atmosphere that is undeniably fiercely kinetic. The Jamaican breeze catches the train of her expensive dress, a flawless exhibition of undeniable cultural success.
Striking a dramatic pose against the rusted iron gate, dictating the incredibly fast, highly demanding fashion rate. My accessories are as loud as the massive vibrating bass, claiming absolute ownership of this beautiful island space.
The juxtaposition is a brilliant, highly calculated art, capturing the rhythm of the capitals beating hard. I pause at the intersection, letting the cameras rapid fire, elevating the standard of beauty significantly, intensely high. High fashion collides with the foundational deep roots, trading the typical combat gear for the stylish boots. The runway stretches across the entire historical town, refusing to let the intense tropical humidity drag us down. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston hills, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last. The concrete is a highly demanding, unforgiving stage, but we are writing a spectacular revolution every page. Elegance and the authentic street credibility line up perfectly executed, visually stunning, brilliant design. Strike a pose, fierce walk, turn the corner, capture the shot. Strutting fiercely in the towering Kingston hills, showing the entire world exactly how the island feels. A glamorous invasion of the authentic rugged street, moving elegantly to the heavy, uncompromising beat. Kingston hill, a portrait of magnificent contrast, building a stylish legacy that is guaranteed to last. Runway clear, that's a wrap. Island glamour, keep strutting. into the massive. Stepping into the massive glass botanical dome, leaving the cold, unforgiving city to find a new home. Condensation dripping from the gigantic fern leaves, a spectacular environment that my spirit receives. Orchids blooming brilliantly in the artificial moonlight, creating an absolutely stunning, colorful sight. Taking off my sandals to feel the damp, rich soil, escaping entirely from the metropolitan turmoil.
Hey, the humidity is rising inside this giant terrarium, a beautifully preserved botanical aquarium. We cultivate the rhythm underneath the glass ceiling, experiencing a completely natural euphoric feeling. The bass frequency makes the massive palm trees shake, a magnificent vibration that we successfully make. Roots digging deeply into the cultivated dark dirt, healing every single accumulated psychological hurt. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beat, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular, biological deep connection. Vines wrapping securely around the steel structural beams, fulfilling the most ambitious agricultural dreams. The subwoofer is disguised as a hollowed outlaw, pumping the music through the thick artificial fog. We are the gardeners of the auditory heavy sound, planting the musical seeds deeply into the ground. The canopy catches the echoes bouncing from below, watching the bioluminescent mushrooms softly glow.
Petals opening up to receive the acoustic vibration, a beautifully localized environmental salvation. My dress sweeps across the mossy emerald green, the most magnificent garden I have ever seen. Oxygen levels are incredibly, exceptionally high. Looking through the glass at the distant starry sky, we are dancing in a perfectly sealed ecosystem, extracting the beauty from the complex plant stem. The temperature is perfectly regulated in this space, a highly secretive, beautifully overgrown place. Flora and fauna responding to the heavy dub beat, creating an undeniable, exceptionally sticky heat. Dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the entire night. Tropical floor, a greenhouse of pure perfection, a spectacular, biological deep connection. Let the artificial rain shower upon the crowd, play the organic instruments exceptionally loud. The glass walls protect us from the freezing outside, a magnificent sanctuary where we can safely hide. Humid air, breathe deeply, roots growing, glass stone, dancing wildly upon the tropical floor, opening up a leafy, magnificent green door. A jungle oasis hidden completely out of sight, celebrating nature throughout the powerful wand, creating an unbreakable, magical, musical bond. I read the ancient grimoire of the beautiful sound, the heaviest alchemy that can possibly be found, transmuting the sorrow into absolute pure gold. A spectacular, mystical story that must be told, mixing the vocal potions inside the studio cauldron, protecting the innocent, completely vulnerable children.
Yeah, hey. The mixing console acts as the philosopher's stone, generating a completely unprecedented heavy tone, casting a rhythmic spell to heal the infected mind, leaving the bitterness and the jealousy far behind. My dreadlocks are antennas, capturing the cosmic energy, formulating the ultimate beautiful acoustic synergy. The equalizer is a tool for spiritual high elevation, sending a miraculous cure to the suffering nation. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with a wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process, turning the heavy lead to light,
Illuminating the incredibly dark.
pessimistic night,
Marley magic,
a sorcery of the highest degree, setting the captive,
chain spirits completely free. Weaving the heavy bassline like a protective cloak, emerging victoriously from the thick, blinding smoke. The microphone captures the deeply prophetic word, the most miraculous poetry that you ever heard. I chant the sacred syllables to break the heavy curse, driving away the negative entities inside the universe. The tape machine captures the supernatural phenomenon, a beautiful legacy that will constantly carry on, sprinkling the vocal like fairy dust, rebuilding the foundation of the shattered trust. The rhythm section acts as a powerful healing potion, creating a magnificent, overwhelming, deep emotion. We are the wizards of the underground, of laboratory, writing a completely victorious, triumphant story. The levitation occurs when the heavy beat drops, a spectacular magic trick that never ever stops. Brewing an elixir out of the melody and the bass, performing the incantations with a wonderful grace. The frequency acts as a highly effective, invisible charm, protecting the listeners from absolutely every harm. Experiencing the undeniable Marley magic, Erasing the circumstances that are deeply tragic.
an alchemical process,
Turning the heavy lead to light, illuminating the incredibly dark.
pessimistic night,
Marley magic, a sorcery of the highest
degree. heavy waterproof trench coat, memorizing the contents of the classified secret note, slipping through the back door of the underground casino, wearing a dark disguise, sipping a dry cappuccino. The target is seated quietly at the baccarat table. I am executing the mission precisely, completely able, hiding the encrypted microchip inside my ruby lipstick, moving with the agility of a trained silent mystic. Sitting in the idling getaway vehicle across the street, monitoring the surveillance audio from the driver's seat. The wipers are swishing back and forth in the heavy rain, calculating the escape route inside my tactical brain. Checking the loaded revolver resting in the glove box, waiting for the precise moment when she breaks the locks. The shadows provide a perfect impenetrable cover, operating covertly as a dangerous underground lover. The espionage is synchronized to the ticking of the clock, picking the complicated mechanism of the heavy padlock. Danger is a beautiful, terrifying, thrilling game, leaving no fingerprints, revealing no actual name. Moving stealthily to the midnight rhythm, hiding the evidence right before we rid them. A clandestine operation executed in the dark, leaving entirely no trace, making absolutely no mark. Midnight rhythm, a highly secretive, dangerous groove, carefully calculating every single risky move. Searchlight sweeping quickly across the wet alleyway. We have to vanish completely before the break of day. She jumps into the passenger seat, completely out of breath, narrowly escaping an encounter with immediate death. I press the accelerator, burning the rubber tires, dodging the barricades and the tangled barbed wires. The syndicate is furiously chasing us down the boulevard, but we played our absolute winning final card. Looking in the rearview mirror at the fading red light, surviving another one of these unpredictable nights. The briefcase is secured firmly underneath my feet. The victory is tasting dangerously, incredibly sweet. I peel off the wig, letting my natural hair fall down. We are the most wanted fugitives in this entire town. The adrenaline is pumping wildly through my veins, breaking free completely from their authoritative chains. The espionage is synchronized to the ticking of the clock, picking the complicated mechanism of the heavy padlock. Danger is a beautiful, terrifying, thrilling game, leaving no fingerprints, revealing no actual name. Moving stealthily to the midnight rhythm, hiding the evidence right before we rid them. A clandestine operation executed in the dark, leaving entirely no trace, making absolutely no mark. Midnight rhythm, a highly secretive, dangerous groove, carefully calculating every single risky move. The rendezvous point is located beneath the old bridge, hiding over the documents on the foggy cold ridge. Mission accomplished, the payment is securely made, fading back gracefully into the protective deep shade. Target secure, stay low, don't make a sound, don't make a sound. We're in the clear, moving stealthily to the midnight rhythm, hiding the evidence right before we rid them. A clandestine operation executed in the dark, leaving entirely no trace, making absolutely no mark. Midnight rhythm, a highly secretive, dangerous groove, carefully calculating every single risky move. Mission complete, disappear into the shadows. Until next time. Yeah. Oh. immersive anchor into the ocean floor. I have never experienced an emotion like this before. The gravitational pull is impossible to deny, tethering my soul firmly to the vast open sky.
No superficial flirtation, no temporary fling. You are my absolute spectacular everything, plunging into the profound, unfathomable deep. A monumental devotion that is mine to keep, carrying the colossal weight of a genuine romance, entering a completely mesmerizing, beautiful trance. You are the solid foundation underneath my feet, making my existence entirely and wonderfully complete. Hurricanes may threaten, tornadoes might arrive, but this dense affection guarantees we survive, bound together by invisible, unbreakable ropes, surpassing entirely my wildest, grandest hopes.
Sinking downward into the abyss of your embrace, occupying a completely sacred permanent space. The mass of this attraction bends the laws of physics, curing the doubts of the pessimistic critics. We are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more.
A fortress constructed of absolute pure trust, impervious entirely to the corrosive rust. I pledge my allegiance with a solemn, serious vow. Eternity is happening right exactly here and now. Your loyalty weighs a ton, pure as solid gold, a fascinating story that has finally been told. No shallow waters, we navigate the deepest trench, a burning thirst that only you can properly quench.
The gravity multiplies whenever you are near, eradicating instantly every microscopic fear. My heart is a boulder resting in your palm, providing an overwhelmingly reassuring calm. We do not float away like meaningless balloons, we are stabilized entirely like orbiting moons. The density of passion suffocates the lonely past, a monumental monolith built to forever last. Sinking downward into the abyss of your embrace, occupying a completely sacred permanent space. The mass of this attraction bends the laws of physics, curing the doubts of the pessimistic critics. We are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. With the massive tsunami crash against the shore, our monumental bond is stronger than a titanium door, rooted deeply within the center of the earth, celebrating constantly this magnificent rebirth. So deep, massive gravity, hold me down, solid bedrock. Oh, hey, we are anchored by incredibly heavy love, a monumental blessing gifted from above, too dense to be broken, too solid to ever bend, a gravitational anomaly that will never end. Heavy love, grounding us into the bedrock core, leaving us passionately begging for more. Anchored forever, sinking in immense devotion, total gravity. the cobblestones of a surreal boulevard, where reality is fragile and the illusions are hard. Vendors selling glass jars filled with forgotten dreams. Nothing in this bizarre district is exactly what it seems. I trade a silver coin for a potion of lost memories, unlocking the incredibly strange multi-dimensional keys. The sky above is painted a swirling, impossible magenta, wandering blindly into the completely unknown center.
Clocks on the brick walls are ticking entirely backward. The gravitational pull is feeling incredibly awkward. Buying a handful of stardust from the merchant tent, wondering exactly where the concept of sanity went. The psychic readers deciphered the patterns in the smoke, revealing the cosmic punchline of the universal joke. I am a traveler stuck between the shifting parallel realms, navigating a ship with absolutely no recognizable helm.
The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism, heavy dripping from the eaves, gathering the fallout, glowing supernatural leaves. Getting lost forever down a mystic avenue, discovering a completely different alternate view where the impossible happens on a daily routine. The most hallucinatory, bizarre ever seen. Mystic Avenue, a tear in the dimensional fabric, experiencing the highly unusual auditory magic.
Lanterns floating upwards without any visible strings, listening to the mutant bird that telepathically sings. The bass line is a snake charmer, mesmerizing the mind, leaving the logical, rational explanations far behind. I purchase a map that constantly changes its own ink, sitting at the edge of the incredibly terrifying brain. The shopkeepers speak a language of pure ringing bells, trapped inside their beautiful, fascinating, dizzying spells.
Mirrors reflecting faces that I have never actually worn, watching a beautiful miniature acoustic galaxy be born. My shadow detaches itself and dances on the brick wall, answering the incredibly strange supernatural call. Drinking a neon elixir that allows me to finally fly, hovering gently beneath the impossible magenta sky. The reggae rhythm warps and bends out a natural shape, providing a magnificent, deeply psychological escape. The architecture bends and twists in the strange twilight, eradicating the boundary between the day and the night. A magical realism, heavily dripping from the eaves, gathering the fallout, glowing on the slippery cliff above the raging foam, singing an intoxicating melody to guide the sailors home. My voice is a deceptive weapon wrapped in velvet lace, luring the massive galleons into this treacherous place. Silver scales shimmering underneath the cloudy moonlight, promising a beautiful, romantic, unforgettable night. The frequencies are designed to entirely paralyze, masking the deadly intentions hidden in my eyes.
Gripping the wooden helm tightly with my calloused hands, navigating blindly toward the undocumented lands. The compass needle spinning wildly, completely out of control. The mysterious chanting taking a heavy psychological toll. Fog descending quickly, blinding the frantic crew. We are helplessly drawn directly, magnetically to you. The radar is malfunctioning, the charts are entirely wrong. Surrendering my vessel to the captivating mythical song. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force, deviating completely from the designated safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep, putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep. Hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reed, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic breeze. Siren skank, echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away. Warning flares shooting upward into the pitch black, but there is absolutely zero possibility of turning back. The wooden hull splintering against the hidden stone, leaving me entirely, desperately freezing and alone.
Water rushing rapidly into the lower flooding deck, standing at the epicenter of a catastrophic wreck. Yet I cannot stop listening to the mesmerizing tune, drowning in the acoustics beneath the pale moon. Collecting the sunken treasure scattered on the floor, adding another ruined captain to my massive score. My underwater kingdom thrives upon the human demise, a predatory predator wearing a spectacular disguise, breathing the liquid oxygen, swimming effortlessly free. I am the undisputed, gorgeous monarch of the sea. The dub siren wails again, signaling the next attack, waiting patiently for the next armada to unpack. The ocean tide pulls with an undeniable tragic force, deviating completely from the designated safe course. A terrifying beauty rising from the salty deep, putting the weary mariners into an eternal sleep. Hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic breeze. Siren skank, echoing across the stormy, dark bay, stealing the brave navigators permanently away.
No lifeboat can rescue you from this auditory spell,
Descending rapidly into the watery, beautiful hell.
the melody is a beautiful, invisible titan loose.
There is entirely no possibility of calling a truce. Going under, hold your breath, the siren calls. Deep abyss, hypnotized thoroughly by the dangerous siren skank, watching the majestic ship as it inevitably sank. A lethal combination of the melody and the reef, bringing an overwhelming, beautiful, aquatic breeze. Siren feeding the combat sequence directly into my head. Hacking the mainframe to disable the security drone, operating independently in this hostile combat zone. Sparks raining down from the shattered ceiling light, navigating the battlefield with artificial sight.
Commander of the resistance, holding the front line, defending the territory by an intricate design, charging the plasma batteries to maximum capacity, fighting the artificial intelligence with ferocity. Subwoofers weaponized to emit a localized shock, shattering the heavily reinforced titanium lock. We are the glitch inside their perfect logical code, walking down this highly explosive, dangerous road. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical sense. A high-frequency warfare testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with the terrifying lights. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash. Deploying the electromagnetic, devastating pulse, sensing the enemy, calculating our sudden results. The base frequency acts as a heavily armored tank, crushing the enemy soldiers in their metallic ranks.
Wire cutters snapping the optical fiber cables, turning the entirely rigged disadvantageous tables. Megahertz screaming loudly through the atmosphere, eradicating any lingering biological fear. Rerouting the power grid to overload the core, demanding absolutely unconditionally so much more. My keyboard is a weapon, my fingers are the ammunition, fulfilling the terrifying revolutionary mission. Static electricity making my hair stand up straight, approaching the terrifying final boss gate, synthesizing a virus to permanently delete their files, leaving them ruined across 1,000 miles. Voltage increasing, the meters are reading extreme, waking up violently from the simulated dream, overloading the circuitry, watching the system fry, refusing to surrender, refusing to ever comply, battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with the terrifying lights. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash.
Warning alarms blaring, the countdown as we go.
We will not stop fighting until the war is won.
Short circuit the process, sever the main feed. This digital rebellion is exactly what we need.
System critical,
Overload,
shock the system,
power surge,
battling fiercely inside the electric trench, ignoring the burning terrible chemical stench. A high-frequency warfare testing our ultimate might, illuminating the darkness with the terrifying light. Electric trench, where the gigabytes violently clash, turning the robotic empire into absolute trash.
tower down,
Target destroy,
trench is clear,
silence.
silence.
Yeah. Waking up early before the sun even shows its face, running the rat race a frantic pace, chasing the paper, securing the daily bread. So many complex equations running through my head. Grinding in the studio, negotiating the major deal, trying to figure out what is fake and what is real.
Working in the field, sweating underneath the sun. The labor of a righteous man is never truly done. Planting the crops, hoping for a bountiful yield, using faith as a weapon, wearing truth as a shield.
Babylon demands the taxes, pushing us to the brink, but they cannot dictate the way a free man thinks. Keep pushing forward, ignoring the fatigue. We are playing the game in an entirely different league. No rest for the wicked, but the righteous never tire, fueling the engine with an inextinguishable fire. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day, earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm, working very hard, but keeping completely calm.
Hey, boss man yelling loudly, trying to break my spirit, but I block out the noise. I refuse to even hear it, because I have a family waiting patiently at home. They are the only reason that I endlessly roam.
Gathering the resources, building a solid base, maintaining my dignity, navigating with grace. Signing contracts, smiling for the flashing cameras, handling the pressure, avoiding the endless dramas. Building an empire brick by heavy brick, dodging all the obstacles, moving fast and quick. Success is the target, determination is the bow, shooting the arrow straight, claiming the victory now. Keep pushing forward, ignoring the fatigue. We are playing the game in an entirely different league. No rest for the wicked, but the righteous never tire, fueling the engine with an inextinguishable fire. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day, earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm, working very hard, but keeping completely calm.
The paycheck is important, but the soul is priceless. We navigate this crazy world, avoiding the crisis. Balance the books, but keep the music playing loud. Standing tall and independent in the middle of the crowd. Hey. Work, 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 work.
Don't stop, don't stop.
Keep grinding.
Stay focused. It is the dub hustle, surviving another day, earning our keep, making sure we get our pay. Moving to the rhythm of the universal grind, leaving laziness and hesitation far behind. Dub hustle, from the office to the farm, working very hard, but keeping completely calm.
Clocking out,
Heading home,
the hustle never stops.
so we keep smiling. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. this underground dance all down. Diamonds dripping heavily from my manicured fingertips. A confident, unapologetic smile resting on my lips. The rude boys part like the Red Sea when I walk through, showing exactly what a determined, powerful queen can do. I grab the golden microphone from the incredibly sturdy stand, taking absolute control of this entire massive land.
The operator pulls up the track to show maximum respect, witnessing a royalty that you simply did not expect. She brings the haute couture directly into the gritty dirt, healing the massive crowd of every single painful hurt.
Her vocal runs are smooth like highly expensive age rum, commanding the attention of the aggressive heavy drum. I spin the exclusive dub played entirely in her honor, recognizing the spectacular, undeniable grace upon her. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace.
Rival sound systems try to initiate a massive clash, but she reduces their arguments to absolute burnt ash. Just one lingering, spectacular, highly melodic note cuts directly through their defense, straight to the throat.
The speakers are smoking, the amplifiers are entirely blown, because she refuses to abdicate a magnificent throne. A flawless combination of the street and the extreme luxury, defeating your opponents with absolute pure wizardry. My stilettos remain perfectly spotless in the muddy yard, playing my ultimate winning, completely dominant card. The delay effect multiplies the power of my sweet voice, leaving the mesmerized audience absolutely no choice. I dictate the tempo with the flick of my jeweled wrist, adding a sophisticated, unexpected, phenomenal twist. They thought I was too delicate to handle the heavy bass, but I threw their underestimation right back in their face. Elegance and the extreme grit colliding on the stage, writing a phenomenally glamorous historical page. Unbothered, unmatched, entirely in a different class, shattering the ceiling made of patriarchal glass. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch, this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. The crown is incredibly heavy, but she wears it with ease, bringing the biggest, toughest challengers down to their knees. A masterpiece of attitude, a portrait of supreme confidence, shattering the boundaries of the typical, expected existence. Queen arise, make way, flawless victory. Hear me echo, hear me echo. Bow down to the undeniable, fierce diva dub, the undisputed monarch of this underground club, mixing the high fashion with the raw, heavy sound, the most spectacular royalty to ever be found. Diva dub demanding absolute, uncompromised space, ruling the dance hall with the terrifying, beautiful grace. The queen departs, spotlight off, legendary nights. Long live the diva. bursting directly from the tweeter, shattering the glass of the musical thermometer, sunbathing luxuriously inside the audio waves. This is the thermal energy that my body craves, sweating profusely inside this sonic humid sauna, absorbing the frequencies like the tropical flora. My skin is radiating the dangerous spicy energy, igniting a magnificent acoustic emergency.
Geothermal eruptions happening under the floor, volcanic magma flowing directly through the door, tectonic friction generating a massive warmth, creating a terrifyingly hot storm. Celsius is rising rapidly, Fahrenheit is peaking, the amplifier coils are literally loudly freaking. Coals burning brightly inside the speaker cabinet, the hottest climate on the entire audio planet. Boiling the liquid instantly with a single note, melting the ice completely, watching the glaciers float. Thermodynamics taking over the entire room, incinerating the freezing winter, erasing the gloom, experiencing the extreme scorching base heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow, fanning the heavy invisible musical flames, destroying the competitors in their silly games, roasting the rhythm to absolute pure perfection, a blazing undeniable fiery sound selection, stepping carefully on the scorching red coals, injecting the fire directly into our deep souls. The radiator is broken, the thermostat is cracked, the winter atmosphere has been completely hacked.
Sunburn developing from the glowing synthesizer, the DJ acts as the ultimate thermal advisor, baking entirely underneath the heavy drum beat, unable to escape the incredibly intense heat. Lava dripping slowly from the heavy microphone, entering a totally blistering, dangerous zone. My silhouette is shimmering in the heat mirage, surviving this magnificent scorching mirage. Boiling the liquid instantly with a single note, melting the ice completely, watching the glaciers float. Thermodynamics taking over the entire room, incinerating the freezing winter, erasing the gloom, experiencing the extreme scorching base heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. A tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow.
Evaporate the negativity, burn away the stress. In this auditory oven we find our success. The subwoofers act like a gigantic solar flare, sending all the oxygen directly out of the air.
Too hot, melting down, feel the burn, Fahrenheit peaking, experiencing the extreme scorching base heat, burning the pavement underneath our dancing feet. Tropical temperature causing a massive sweat, the most explosive audio climate you ever met. Bass heat, radiating a dangerous infrared glow, melting the frost and evaporating the snow, cooling down, ice melting,